welcome. Welcome.
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein el Ahmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals. I've heard that Ein el Ahmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for?
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that? So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind? Oh, all right. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of mora. But if you know what you're...
Out of all my commissions, I enjoy making jewelry for newlyweds the most.
Burn it down! Controlled breathing!
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot...
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
All these guys talk about is King Deshret, so they're probably the ones we're looking.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant to...
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Huh? What is this?
Oh, sorry. He must have grabbed the wrong amount. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Paimon can't stand to see so much more go. But there's no other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more because...
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about but the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle, mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, if what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has...
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged academia...
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the more you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from...
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat. If, on the other hand, we can't, I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what...
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for—
Mr. Iman, there appears to be— Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us a plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Keep it that way! After him! Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just— Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them, since they weren't able to make off— All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something— Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story.
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong.
He doesn't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from Those hot-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting, even if you don't go alone.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your— We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't—
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what—
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are a skilled— Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in—
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've— This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those, and over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to mora for the Eremite. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up. So that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved.
Keep pushing!
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. So how—
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and—
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look this—
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendropower itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the rich. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any Mora left over— Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts—
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out— Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open—
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palette. We have unripe harif.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think.
Every ship deserves
Sumeru
the best
rose
maintenance.
means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right.
I'm sorry. But as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order. Why don't you two think things over?
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Al-Haytham gave us.
Before I retrieve your product, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the
I'm sorry.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a
Before I retrieve your... Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by... You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the sumeru? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products. Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? Al-Haytham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
Light it up! Try and stop me!
Quick as a flash! He ran that way!
Burn it down!
Look, he's over there!
Faster! Stronger! Light it up!
Quick as a flash! Hey! If you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way! Another password! Huh? Oh, that voice can... Here, over here! You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon thought you'd look a whole lot scarier. Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a... I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need... So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course. Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious... What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. Like, take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people and... Yeesh! Who would want to be an expert in that topic? Or... how about... with this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation. Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful. 2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts. Whoa, that's a lot of... Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule. All right, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned. You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the... We'll take these, please and thank you. My, oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of... Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just a little more... Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought, aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on. We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal, Dory. Excellent. Then please, select... Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there? Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million Mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques. The art, not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go. Dory, we'll take this one. All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon, whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need. Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Al-Haytham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
You two made it. And from the
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been when we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the God.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or how to find your sister?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos, several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, however, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from...
They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiation. The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory, so...
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement the day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the divine knowledge capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, if I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay, then we'll...
Alhaitham, before you go...
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you... All right, this place works. Show me the capsule.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be... We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before using this knowledge capsule. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry. I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
Wow! Hatham! You must have been one of those guys at the academia who got top grades on everything. Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia.
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity.
Sounds like you're trying...
All right, let's begin the test.
Rise with the sun! Light up the blazing sun!
All right. I'll link your Akasha. The next step is to use this knot. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2. Fight with the same Now, I'll start recording data.
Hatham, how's it go?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased.
Wait, how much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed.
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Akela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the divine knowledge capsule is. Welcome back, my loyal patrons. You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of...
Can you really get us anything we want?
So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what you have in... Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave... But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker...
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can... It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain el-Ahmar.
Ain el-Ahmar?
So you're all ready for... The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After that Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dor.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to
Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain el-Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham. Al-Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel.
Look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. But then to get... All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of... In which case, if we play our cards right...
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el-Ahmar guys. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us...
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on... See you then.
Al-Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to...
Yep, let's...
Light it up!
Al-Haytham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to...
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried this is turning into quite an occasion. I also...
Back up! Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come.
That's close enough.
Rise with the sun!
Swift is the sword.
I'll be back.
Following orders.
Wrath from the sky!
I'll take my leave.
Incinerate!
Academia scum! Boss! Finally!
Did you use it? Great! Now we can...
Boss?
Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired! Arrest him!
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
World, forget me.
What in Teyvat just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly...
It looks like he used the divine knowledge capsule.
You mean the divine knowledge capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from...
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't... Did you hear what he said? World, forget me.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the divine knowledge capsule back. Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule would be so...
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something.
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire... Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom...
everything about...
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups...
The Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
With the sun! Rev the engines!
There she is!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little...
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord...
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival... Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos?
Of course we went! A lot of things happened there.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure. If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be—
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part—
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So, Dia, please take...
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the... I've already prepared a room for you to rest.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful.
Here we are.
It looks really nice.
Not at all. It just helps.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will be working the festival. And Dia's still insisting.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunya.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon started to really look forward to the Sub-Zero. Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep... Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunya's...
Traveler, Paimon.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have...
Not at all. Today is finally here.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the...
You know it. It's just that, as expected. Well, shall we? Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh,
This is a stall offering foods from the Haft Mewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people...
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. So, what's the...
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set, generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like rukashva mushrooms, nilopala lotuses, sumeru roses, sunsetias, kapulatas, harafru.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is...
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues.
Wait, but if that's the case, if sumeru uses then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak? Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible.
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks. All right, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
So, how does it...
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform...
Sure sounds random. So...
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only...
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanagi, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced.
Why does everything sound so much more credible with...
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So... Okay, one moment.
Paimon wants to take a look too. Is it? It looks...
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That's not...
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears...
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge...
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros will be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat. Hey, it's Dunyarzad!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zero's festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The Hallowed Knight of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't...
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going...
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sub-Zero's festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories to...
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple.
Whichever one. Don't these boxes all look the same?
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunset...
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni kabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, You tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsettia. It's alright. Paimon build a...
I also believe in your intuition.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Attention! That's unfortunately only...
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck.
The Sunsettia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important...
Really? Thanks a...
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Paimon really wilted the carriage list.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candies.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something back. Can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about...
How embarrassing.
Light it up!
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey.
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like they're...
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired...
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but... I wonder...
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Mane! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family's...
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose...
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky!
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to...
No! We're gonna stay and help! There's too many of them! You're right.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job.
Rise with the sun!
Controlled breathing!
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look...
I'm fine. But...
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took care of them!
Any more of them? Or rather, did I...
Dia, your arm!
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally they wouldn't have...
Please, let me take a close...
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was...
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparation?
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry.
Okay, making your employer cry.
You're so unreasonable.
Thank you very much.
Don't be like that.
Are you feeling unwell again?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest?
Truly, I'm sorry.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes. much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar!
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental—
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with, not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon,
Thank you two so much. I apologize for— To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living— Oh, right! Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost—
Isn't the dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? Nilou will recreate that legendary scene with her, and with that, my wish will also—
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to this—
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling—
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. What?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros Festival. If we can't perform it—
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organized. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise—
How? The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. This is a hard pill to swallow, but—
Art. Dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our archon never—
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances.
Understood. I will inform him—
The Sub-Zeros Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. Or we could get people to block them off.
Nilou, it's all right.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zeros so—
It's okay. Seeing you, it would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero.
If you say so.
The next— Yes. Okay, it's a promise.
can't believe this is how things turned out. Those hurt.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets.
A lot happened today. Nilo and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success. But yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
We're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get up! We should go meet Dunyarzad!
Light it up!
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's...
Sure! Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa.
You're quite well informed.
They're all plants! Actually, what is...
It's one of the Sub-Zero's festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like...
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for
Is he really looking it up in a...
Oh, right. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fear...
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just...
Guess that was still pretty interesting. So, where to next?
All right, soldiers. Now that you have...
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zero's festival.
Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have some boxes ready here. Take a look.
What's to pick?
It's not that simple. Each box contains...
Ooh, how...
And there's also lizard tail.
What are the... Traveler...
Great! These boxes of candy are no... Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha-ha! Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right! Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna... of deja. Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like, in that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But so why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still...
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say...
Charcoal-baked Argelina cake? Isn't it the... Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. That thing? Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted off. Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times. Even, how about... Hey, Dunyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dunyarzad. We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully...
Kidnappers?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched.
Whew, that's a big relief. But,
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend besides, no matter how amazing today may be. It is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were...
Oh, Paimon sees.
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for...
Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zero.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeru's festival.
Nilu, are you...
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate?
True, but... well, okay.
The next festival.
Wait.
No, nothing. I'll be...
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! deja vu. Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. That's why Paimon's... Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much? Anyway.
Not at all. I arrived.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound good.
I'm doing well. There's no need to work.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the subs. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? It's not that simple. Each box contains a random... And there's also... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you... Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck. Paimon's not really interested in...
Wait. How did you know?
What? He was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where are you going? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know. Quick as a flash! Charge!
Burn it down!
What are you looking for? Why did we come? Traveler? That's...
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon? Well, this seems kinda... What the? This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming big. What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of...
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, it was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good. You packed...
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your mind. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save Bud as things are right now. She's just a small burden.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
The moon, illusions, and lies. That doesn't sound right. What's happening right now seems to have happened. What's happening right now? That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully What's happening right now? What's happening right... We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and... That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. My mind feels exhausted. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the..." That doesn't sound right. The Grand Sage said, We've already experienced... That doesn't sound... We've already experienced this... My mind feels exhausted. What's happening right now?
Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
We've already experienced...
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just repeating itself.
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately,
Dunyarzad!
The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry.
Let's think about our current situation. And to do that, we need... Hida rejected the idea of a time. Paimon's memories say that we've already
Rise with the sun!
Hey there!
Hey, it's you guys again. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my... Huh? What brought this about?
To put it another way, if...
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming? True. Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to come? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination...
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we...
help you better understand it? Well, that...
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. What you just said... Are you serious?
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is the book only says, if you trust your instincts and...
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense... At this time of day, Dia's probably...
I'm fine, my lady.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier?
You want the traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around.
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds.
Tell her, traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known.
All right, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but...
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before. Her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip.